On a hot summer day in the cul-de-sac, Ed, and Eddy were desperate for both a way to cool off and a chance to make some money. Eddy, always scheming, came up with a plan, turning the biggest hill in the neighborhood into a slippery soap racetrack. The idea was simple: cover the hill in soap and water, charge kids to enter, and offer a prize to the winner. While Ed was thrilled at the thought of sliding down like a human roller coaster, Double D was more skeptical, foreseeing potential disaster. Still, the thrill of a challenge was too tempting to resist, and they got to work. Gathering supplies from around the cul-de-sac, the trio brought out bars of soap, a hose, and buckets of water. Ed enthusiastically dumped an entire box of soap bars onto the hill, creating a dangerously slippery surface. Double D, concerned about the lack of safety measures, tried to intervene, but Eddy was too busy promoting their new race to listen. The hill soon became a gleaming, soapy mess, and their grand event was ready to begin. As word spread, the other neighborhood kids arrived to check out the madness. Kevin, initially unimpressed, decided to join just to prove he could win. Naz, always up for fun, quickly signed up, while Johnny brought Plank along as his racing partner. Rolf, ever the competitor, accepted the challenge as a test of honor, and Sarah, determined to win, demanded high stakes. If she won, she would take all the jawbreakers the boys had. With everyone ready, the race was about to begin. At the starting signal, chaos erupted. The racers launched themselves down the soapy hill, slipping, sliding, and spinning in all directions. Ed, fully embracing the moment, soared through the air and crash-landed in a bush. Double D, clinging onto his helmet for dear life, tried to maintain balance but found himself spinning uncontrollably. Kevin, in an attempt to speed up, accidentally crashed into Johnny, sending both tumbling into a pile of foam. Sarah was in the lead, but at the last moment, Ed, covered in soap and bubbles, unexpectedly rolled past her and crossed the finish line first. Against all odds, he had won. The soap and water mixture had become too much, and soon, the entire cul-de-sac was swallowed in foam. Double D's worst fears came true as a full-blown soap disaster unfolded. Bubbles covered everything, and the track turned into an uncontrollable, slippery mess. Rolf emerged from a mountain of foam, dramatically declaring himself a creature of the suds. Johnny, in a panic, searched for Plank, who had vanished beneath the frothy sea. Kids slipped and slid in every direction, unable to escape the bubbly chaos. By the time the soap storm settled, the cul-de-sac resembled a giant bubble bath. The kids, exhausted but exhilarated, collapsed onto the ground, still covered in suds. Kevin, despite his earlier doubts, admitted the race had been a blast. Naz declared it the best summer event yet, while Double D swore to never take part in anything like it again. Ed, on the other hand, begged for another round. Meanwhile, Eddy, proud of the money he had collected from entry fees, celebrated his latest success. But just as he was counting his earnings, a new problem emerged. The soap had flooded his house, and an angry voice rang out from inside. His older brother, furious at the mess, stormed outside, yelling his name. Before he could get caught, Eddy and the others bolted, laughter echoing as they disappeared into the distance.